Hello, stream.
Stop, stream.
So
cute.
Hey, wait for me.
Welcome to Rec Room, the virtual social club where you play with friends from all around the world. This is your dorm room, a quiet place to prepare for a big day in Rec Room. Feel free to play around in your dorm room until you're comfortable moving and grabbing stuff.
Up on my bed. Who's this?
Use the buttons on this mirror to customize your hair color, skin color, and facial features. To press a button from a distance, just point at it.
Morgan. I'm about to go out. Did I just pick up the door? Emotes. Okay. Before we continue, we need your registration. Let's start with your birthday.
What do I do here?
Where are you?
In the room.
Preparing for Guardians. Okay, I'm going out to pick up stuff. Just go to the door if you want to go out.
I'm at the door.
Okay. Oh, who's this?
I'm at the door.
You see that green thing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we could jump on that. Ooh, Shaw.
I'm at the door. I see that green thing.
Did you press it?
Oh, there we go.
Ready to go make some friends? In Rec Room, everyone has their mic on by default, including you. This means people can hear what you say. Are you okay with that? If not, you can adjust your audio preferences here. Make sure your settings are what you want, and then go through that door when you're ready.
I can pick up anything I want.
Girl gotta go. Oh, it's time to go.
Before we continue, we need to let's start with your birthday. Before we continue, we need to complete your registration.
Confetti gun. Is it working?
Before we continue, we need to complete your registration.
Dang, that was this. Did you go out the door?
Before we continue, we need to complete your registration.
I'm pressing paintball. He's doing all without saving.
Before we continue, we need to complete your registration.
Where's my registration in?
Before we continue, we need to complete your registration. Before we continue, we need to complete your registration.
Are you outside the door?
Save you. No. If you see, I need to complete my registration.
What's that?
I don't know. Didn't it say that for you?
Yeah, just press continue.
Before we continue, we need to complete your registration.
It doesn't let me press continue. It says, this room the last minute.
Before we continue, we need to complete your registration.
And then what's your username? Aiden.
AIDEN.
A-I-D-E-N. N. What else?
At iCloud.
At iCloud.com.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
There's no results to be found. What's your username for RC rec room? Huh?
I don't know.
Before we continue, we need to complete your registration.
Dang, I know you need to complete it. They won't let me leave my room.
Do you know how to?
Did you know you have a virtual backpack with you at all times? You can access it via your watch. It contains important tools like your camera and your maker pen. Use the point gesture to quickly access another player's profile. From there, you can mute, ignore, cheer, report, and more. Try using the point gesture on this friendly bear here. They won't mind. Rec Room is a fun and welcoming environment for people from all walks of life. So please make sure you're familiar with the Rec Room Code of Conduct and report bad behavior.
Before we continue, we need to complete your registration. Before we continue, we need to complete your registration.
These drawers contain your clothes. Each drawer has a different type of clothing in it, so look through them all. Stand in front of the mirror and point at a drawer to open it. Your clothes will appear in a circle around you. Grab an item to put it on.
Morgan, why are you?
In my room.
Do you know how to go, Ultra? play the racing game.
Ready. Morgan, did you get breakfast yet?
Challenges are a great way to get to know Rec Room. By completing challenges, you'll earn rewards, like cool new clothes to wear. If you're ever unsure about what to do, check your challenges.
Have milk?
Take my mic
How
off.
did you get cereal?
It needs milk.
Before we continue, we need to complete your registration.
Wait, pause.
Before we continue, we need to
Oh,
complete your
someone's calling.
registration.
Hi, this is Eric.
FaceTime me lit. FaceTime AD lit. FaceTime AD lit.
Making a FaceTime call to a Dean Lit.
Aiden, when you go to the door, doesn't it say use?
Yeah.
And then what? And when you hold square, what does it do? Cause it keeps telling my whole square. It says this room has last been say 17 minutes ago. I say that whatever. And I say yes.
Before we continue, we need to complete your
Then it
registration.
says before we continue, you need to complete your registration. I said okay.
Before we continue, we need to complete your registration.
Sorry,
Why you on pause? Why you pause me?
I am coming up. Cause I was playing with my I'm playing with my
What are you playing?
My racing game.
I'm talking to Morgan.
Oh, he's playing Rec Room.
Oh, now
Let's
stop.
play.
Morgan, play the same racing game as Aiden.
Crew 2.
Yeah.
You playing that?
Give me